What's good, y'all? We got another lecture for y'all today. Appreciate y'all for being in here with me. And today we're gonna get into agriculture and the future of America. Y'all go ahead and get up in here. Let me set the mood right quick for myself. Appreciate y'all for being with me. Just give me a couple seconds right quick. We're gonna get straight to it. Appreciate y'all for being here with me. Just give me a couple seconds. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's start this lecture. Agriculture and the Future of America as a Matriarchal Civilization. Peace, how you doing? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, so for the first slide we got right here. Excuse me, give me a second. Appreciate y'all. All right, so in this slide, we're going to talk about agriculture and the future of America as a matriarchal civilization. We're going to get into land as a living relative, food forests, replace monocultures, agroforestry networks, regenerative agriculture, soil creation economy, water first agriculture, terrace agriculture, and aquaponic terraces. We're going to get into companion planting systems, seed sovereignty, community food networks, medicinal agriculture, regenerative livestock systems. We're going to get into Pollinator Civilization, Aquaponics and closed loop systems. We're going to get into AI guided ecological agriculture. We're going to get into agriculture as culture, 7 generations farm, and the final civilization vision. Peace. How you doing? How you doing, Sweet G? How you doing, Fair Use? I appreciate y'all being here with me. And it's going to be a lively presentation for y'all and anybody interested in agriculture. Let's get into it. The next slide. Here we go. Y'all can hear me pretty decent. My music ain't too loud in the background, is it? Are you everything good? The land as a living relative, stewardship over ownership, ecosystem first, planning, watershed-based settlements, land as teacher and provider. Get into it. So the land as a living relative, land is not property, land is stewardship, land is teacher, it guides our wisdom. Land is provider. It nourishes our body. Land is memory keeper. It holds the stories of our ancestors. Land is ecological partner. It sustains all life with us. All right, let's get into the next slide. I appreciate you. All right, so this next slide, we got food forests, replaces monocultures. The largest agricultural transformation. Instead of endless corn, endless soy, endless wheat, we transition to civilization develops multi-layer food forests, perennial abundant systems, edible ecosystems, biodiversity-rich landscapes. And if you look at the layers right here, we have the canopy layer, where the nut trees and the fruit trees. We got the mid layer, where the berries and medicinal shrubs exist. We have the ground layer, where the vegetables and the herbs exist. We have the root layer, where the tubers and medicinal roots exist. And we have the vine layer, which is grapes and climbing foods that climb up the trees or whatnot, or whatever, however that go. So every square mile produces food, medicine, habitat, water retention simultaneously. We do not farm the earth, we care for her, she cares for us. Let's get into it. The next slide. So the next slide, Agroforestry Networks, the future of agriculture rooted in nature, sustained by community. Tree crops integrated with food production, like we just spoke of, nut groves, fruit corridors, forest farms, medicinal tree networks, wildlife supporting agriculture, and living soil thriving future. And if you look at the multi-layer systems that we just spoke of, I'm not sure if it's too small for y'all to see or whatnot. Now, the benefits of this is soil protection. Roots hold the earth, life built the soil. Carbon sequestration. Trees capture carbon, we cool the planet. Biodiversity. Diverse systems support diverse life. Climate resilience. Stronger systems, stronger future. And food abundance, more than enough for all. This presentation, y'all enjoying it so far? Appreciate y'all for being here with me once again. Let's get into the next slide. Soil creation economy, the true wealth of civilization. Wealth is no longer measured by GDP. We measure it by the living soil index. Healthy soil is our national infrastructure. Living soil laboratories. Research, observe, understanding. Nature reveals, we listen. Mycelial networks. The wood wide web. Nature's internet connecting all life. Compost sanctuaries. Transforming waste into life. Fueling soil abundance. Biochar systems. Locking carbon. Building fertility. Healing the earth. And earth regeneration projects. Rebuilding soils, restoring ecosystems, and regenerating the future. Soil is our bank. Invest in soil, the returns are infinite. Let's get into the benefits of soil creation. Soil protection, roots cover, life shields, erosion ends. Carbon sequestration, carbon stored, climate stabilized, future secured. Biodiversity, more life, stronger systems, richer ecosystem. Climate resilience, resilient soil, resilient communities, resilient future. And food abundance, more nourishment, more healing, and more generations. Measuring what matters. We build soil, soil builds us. Soil depth, deep soil, strong future, microbial diversity, tiny life, massive impact, carbon retention, carbon held, climate healed, fungal networks, nature's glue, uniting ecosystems, and water retention. Every drop nourishes life. How y'all doing so far? How y'all doing in the chat? Y'all enjoying the presentation so far? I make sure I bring y'all these powerful visuals for y'all to anchor them into y'all mind, y'all mental. Now let's get into regenerative agriculture. Agriculture becomes land healing, restoration instead of extraction, soil building instead of soil depletion. So with uh with the regenerative principles, no bare soil, we keep the soil covered always. Plant diversity, diverse plants feed the soil, insects and people, living roots in the ground year round, minimal disturbance. We protect the soil structure and life. Integrated systems, plants, animals, waters, and people in harmony. The transformation from depletion, bare soil, erosion, low organic matter, drought, vulnerability, and loss of life to regeneration, covered soil, water retention, high organic matter, drought resilience, abundant life. So we build soil, soil builds us. With rotational systems, diverse crops, healthy soil, and resilient communities. So year one with these rotational systems in the first year, you would plant legumes, which fix nitrogen and build soil. And then year two, in that same spot that you had those legumes, you would rotate a different crop in, which would be grains, where you use the nitrogen to produce abundance from the year before. Now, year three, where you planted the grains and the legumes once, where you would put root crops, where you break up the soil and store nutrients. And year four, where the root crops, the grains and the legumes, where you put the greens, which is cover and protect and restore balance. Now, cover crops are the foundation. They prevent erosion and organic matter. They add organic matter, feed soil life, suppress weeds, retain moisture, and build fertility. A living blanket for the land, protection, nutrition, and regeneration. Soil depths, deep roots, strong future, microbial diversity, tiny life, massive impact, fungal network, nature's internet, nutrients flow, carbon retention, carbon held, climate healed, water retention. Every drop nourishes life and the ecosystem vitality. More life, more abundance. Let's get into the next slide. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Most definitely, rotational systems are very important. Gotta keep the soil healthy. Let's get into the next slide. Appreciate y'all for being here with me. All four of y'all, y'all very important to my growth and development. Y'all gonna help heal the world through y'all taking uh likeness into what's going on with this. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna put use to this information. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Let's continue. All right, water first agriculture. Every farm, a water regeneration system, not a water consumption system. Before planting anything, water systems are restored. Water is life, water is wealth, water is our foundation. Agriculture begins with watershed restoration, wetland restoration, aquifer recharge, rainfall harvesting, water stewardship, water retention earthworks. I can't see that word right there, but I guess that's what it is. Swells and contour, bonds, slow water, and build soil. Check dams, capture runoff, and recharge the land. Terraces and keyline design spread water across the landscape. Rainfall harvesting systems, rooftop collection for homes and community needs. Storage cisterns provide year-round water security, and gravity-fed systems distribute water without waste. And measured by what matters: soil depth, microbial diversity, carbon retention, fungal networks, water retention, and ecosystem vitality. Success is a living soil index, not GDP. Water creates abundance, restored watersheds, forests protected, streams flow clean, and springs return. Wetland agriculture. Wetlands filter water, reduce floods, and produce abundance. Aquifer recharge landscapes. Water soaks in, groundwater rises, and wells never run dry. Integrated systems, ponds, canals, and fields work together in harmony. And water for life. Clean water supports people, wildlife, plants, and future generations. Our commitment: we protect every drop, we restore every source, we regenerate every cycle. We honor water as our most sacred relative. Let's get into the next slide. What y'all think about that? Water first agriculture. All right, let's get into terrace agriculture and aquaponic terraces. One of my favorite slides. All right, so terrace agriculture and aquaponic terraces, cultivating abundance, restoring landscapes, and feeding generations. So what if the way we have our farms now, how it's just flat lands and stuff? What if we, build mounds here, or we build terraces here? Like, you feel me? And then that way we don't make it just a flat landscape, you feel me? We bring life to it and add frequency to it, you feel me? So let's get into it. Nature plus technology and harmony, gravity fed water flow, integrated fish plus plants, zero waste ecosystems, regenerative water cycles, aquaponic terrace system, plant grow beds, which is incorporates vegetables and herbs, biofilter zone, which is cleaning water naturally, and you have a fish tank under that, which is nutrient rich water source, and you have waterfall outlet, which is clean water returns to the land. You feel me? And let's get into the benefits of terrace systems. Most definitely most definitely got to make use of all our space. So the benefits of terrace systems: soil protection, prevents erosion and builds soil depth. Water retention, terraces hold water in the landscape. Biodiversity, habitat for pollinators, birds, fish, and more. Food abundance, year-round harvest from diverse crops. Climate resilience, stronger ecosystems withstand droughts and floods. And community wealth, local food systems create local abundance. And water first always: restore the watershed, recharge the aquifer, harvest the rain, hold the water, grow the food, and heal the land. Terrace systems for every need: medicinal terraces, pollinator terraces, fruit terraces, educational terraces, and community harvest terraces. Let's get into the next slide. I appreciate y'all for sticking it with me. We've been here by almost 15 minutes so far. I had a first break off in the first minute. I wasn't speaking, but we here now. All right, let's continue. Companion planting systems. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for taking the time out y'all day to be here with me. The nature's intelligence, agriculture and cooperation. Agriculture is cooperation, not competition. So plant guilds in action. Vertical layer, which is the corn, provides structure and wind protection. Pole beans climb and fix nitrogen for soil fertility. Sunflowers attract pollinators and beneficial insects. Squash ground cover retains moisture and suppresses weeds. And root and soil life, mycorrhiza, mycorrhizae, bacteria, and fungi share nutrients. Every plant has a purpose. Every plant supports another. When plants work together, they create abundance. When we work with plants, we create a future. Benefits of companion planting, soil fertility, natural nitrogen fixation and nutrient cycling, pest management. Diverse plants confuse pests and attract predators. Pollinator support. Flower provide nectar and habitat for pollinators. Water retention, roots hold water, and mulch reduce evaporation. Yield and resilience, diverse systems are more productive and climate resilient. So let's get into the examples of powerful plant partnerships. You have three sisters, which is corn plus beans plus squash. It support, nourish, and protect each other. Nitrogen partners, peas, clover, and lettuce. Nitrogen fixers feed leafy greens. Pest repel guild, tomatoes plus basil plus marigolds. Basil improves flavor, marigolds repel pests. Pollinator corridor, lavender, borage, and yarrow, continuous bloom, feed pollinator. Medicinal guild, calendula, and chamomile and mint, healing plants, protect and help support each other. Root and tuber guild, yams plus comfrey plus ginger, deep roots support soil and water cycle. Let's get into the next slide. Appreciate you. I'm gonna take my time. You know, sometimes I speed up here and there. We got probably about 6 slides left. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Let's get into it. Soil sovereignty, our seeds, our future, our freedom. Food security begins with seed security. Communities protect, save, and share the genetic diversity that sustains life. Why seed sovereignty matters: protects biodiversity, ensures food security, adapts to climate change, and preserves cultural heritage, strengthens communities, and resists corporate control. Seed libraries, community owned, locally adapted, open access, knowledge rich, and future focused. Seed is infrastructure. Healthy seeds create healthy soils, healthy food, healthy communities, and a healthy planet from generation to generation. Save, collect, and preserve. Share, exchange, and educate. Sow, grow, and adapt, and sustain, feed, and heal. So let's get into what we protect. Heritage varieties, climate adapted seeds, medicinal plants, nutritious staples, and wild relatives. The new wealth, we measure our prosperity not in money, but in richness of our soil and the diversity of our seeds. So diverse seeds and diverse futures, which incorporates grains, beans and legumes, vegetables, herbs, medicinals, fruits, nuts, and trees, and wild relatives. How y'all enjoying this presentation so far? I'm moving too fast for y'all. Get into the next slide. Community food network. Every settlement contains food forests, community gardens, medicinal gardens, aquaponic systems, and greenhouse network. Food is produced locally first. Trade supplements abundance. Trade does not create dependence. So let's get into our principles. Local first. Food is produced locally first. Abundance, we grow more than we can consume. Sharing care. No one is left hungry. Sovereignty, our food, our seeds, our future, and generations we cultivate for the next 7. The community food cycle: grow, harvest, share, nourish, and regenerate. When we grow together, we thrive together. When we share together, we rise together. Let's get into our commitments. Protect our seeds, maintain seed libraries. We plan for generations. Honor our land, regenerate soil, water, and ecosystems. Feed every person. Ensure no one in our community goes hungry. Educate and empower. Share knowledge, build skills, grow leaders. Build together. Unity in action creates lasting abundance. So why is this important with community food networks? When we grow locally and we implement the fact that nobody goes hungry, And the fact that if we start to grow food forests instead of just these crops that's for how we would say corporation use or whatnot, then we will be able to feed people who don't got it. You feel me? Who in need? You feel me? Because we'll have a surplus of of vegetables, of fruits, of nuts, of this and that. You feel me? It's all these homeless and people and whatnot. And if we just we have enough space per farm to be able to feed more than the people that live on that farm. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into diverse, nutritious, sovereign food. Roots and tubers, leafy greens, legumes and grains, fruits and nuts, herbs and medicinals, spices and flavors. Let's get into the next slide. Appreciate you for joining me. If you're not subscribed to me already, I would appreciate you if you did subscribe. And if you are subscribed, I appreciate you left a like on this video to help me out a lot to get through the algorithm. All right, so the next slide consists of medicinal agriculture. Food is medicine, medicine is food. Agriculture and healthcare merge to create thriving, resilient, and self-healing communities. Medicinal landscapes, healing plants, medicinal trees, herbal gardens, nutritional sanctuaries, and living pharmacies. Benefits to community, prevent illness, strengthen immunity, support wealth, mental health, and restore balance and empower self-healing. Every plant has purpose, from root to leaf. Every part nourishes, heals, and sustains. Our medicinal principles: grow with the earth, harvest with respect, share with love, heal as one, preserve future generations. Common healing allies: ginger for circulation, garlic for immunity, neem for cleansing, soursop vitality, calendula for skin, basil for stress relief, dandelion for detox, and thyme for respiratory. So food that heals and plants that protect, leafy healers, spirulina, kale, amaranth, moringa, build and restore, root medicines, turmeric, ginger, burdock, garlic, purify and strengthen, bloom and balance, echinacea, calendula, chamomile, hibiscus, calm and protect, fruit medicines, elderberry, I'm not sure what that other one is, amla, camu, baobab, baobab, and vitality. My bad, I'm messing up all type of words. Y'all, appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Vitality and immunity, seed nutrition, chia, flax, pumpkin, sunflower, and moringa, nourish and energize. Tree gifts, neem, moringa, soursop, and guava leaf, cleanse and heal. Wisdom of our ancestors, the earth provides all that we need to nourish the body, mind, and spirit. Most definitely living pharmacies, that's what we got to do. All right, so let's get into the next slide. Regenerative livestock systems. Animals, land, people, one living system. Animal returns to ecological function, managed systems support soil building and grass regeneration and biodiversity. So core principles: ecological function, animals support ecosystem health, soil regeneration, hooves build soil, manure feeds life, biodiversity, integrated systems and increased diversity, animal well-being, animals live naturally with dignity and space, community stewardship, people and animals thrive together, ecological benefits, it builds fertile soils, increase carbon storage, enhances water retention, supports pollinators and wildlife, improves climate resilience, and produces nutrient-dense food. So animals in harmony, natural movement, fresh air and sunlight, species appropriate diet, low stress, high health, purpose and ecosystem. So regenerative practices in action, rotational grazing, animals graze, move, and rest the land. The grassland restoration, deep roots, diverse grasses, and resilient landscapes. Integrated systems, animals, crops, trees, water working together, soil building, organic matter returns and life cycle renew, water harmony, healthy watersheds and healthy pastures, biodiverse pastures, more species, stronger ecosystem. So community roles, elders guide wisdom, youth innovate, women lead systems, men protect and build, children learn by doing, and all thrive together from extraction to regeneration. Let's get into the next slide. I appreciate y'all for sticking it out here with me. We done been here about 20, almost 25 minutes, and y'all still here with me. Y'all champions, you feel me? And y'all gonna win the race. Or I mean, y'all gonna make it to the finish line and y'all gonna overcome. It ain't really about beating nobody. It's about overcoming oneself and becoming the best you that you can be. So that way, when you go out into the world, it automatically expresses itself in your being. And then other people start to be better and do better. So let's get into this next. You feel me? Pollinator civilization. Biodiversity is infrastructure. We build, we protect, we thrive. Pollinators connect us, diversity sustains us, and future generations depend on us. All right, let's get into it. Agriculture depends on pollinators. Therefore, we invest in life. Our pollinators, bees, native and honeybees, butterflies, beauty and balance, birds, seed dispensers, beneficial insects, predators and helpers, pollinator pollinator corridors, flowering pathways connects farm, forests, rivers, and communities. Biodiversity equals infrastructure like roads, water, and energy. Biodiversity sustains everything. So our investments, habitat restoration, native plant sanctuaries, bee sanctuaries, wildfire corridors, water sources, pesticide-free zones, community education and research and innovation. Community actions consist of plant for pollinators, protect nesting sites, provide clean water, avoid harmful chemicals, monitor and research, celebrate biodiversity. So we cultivate life and life pollinates our future. We got to incorporate native plants, herbal gardens, fruit trees, butterfly gardens, bee sanctuaries, bird habitats, living fences, and rooftop habitats. Let's see. Let's get into this next slide. They say you say the research national forests they are prepared to return to us first. Hey, aquaponics and closed loop systems, nature's intelligence, human ingenuity, collective abundance. Waste becomes resource, outputs become input, and nothing is discarded. So life in balance. Water nourishes plants, plants filter water, and fish produce nutrients. We thrive together. System elements, fish tanks, protein source, grow beds, plant production, biofilter, water purification, water pumps, efficient circulation, solar power, clean energy, monitoring hub, system intelligence, and let's get into how it works. So the fish creates nutrient waste for the plants, which I think I'm reading it right, which help. I don't know that whole circular thing. Let's read these words because I understand them. Closed loop benefits, conserve waters, builds soil naturally, reduces waste and produces more food, strengthens community and restores ecosystem. Our commitment, design regenerative systems, educate future generations and innovate with purpose, honor the earth and ensure abundance for all. So what we grow, what we raise and what we restore. We grow, we raise and we restore leafy greens, herbs and medicinals, fruits and vegetables, tilapia and catfish. I personally don't agree with the tilapia thing. I'm pretty sure there's other fish that you can use in place of tilapia. Microgreens and edible flowers and water plants. Like I say, I appreciate y'all for sticking it out here with me. You feel me? I ain't the I'm like one of the new people on the block when it comes to presentations or whatnot. So I'm getting myself together and whatnot, but we gonna make it. AI guided ecological agriculture, intelligence that serves life, technology that restores, not exploits. So artificial intelligence becomes ecological intelligence, helping us understand, protect, and regenerate the living system that sustains us. AI monitors ecosystem health, soil health, tracks organic matter, microbes, and fertility. Biodiversity monitors species, richness, and ecosystem balance. So this would be a good idea for any one of y'all who might want to who watching this. I might not do it because I got so much going on. You can create your own you can create your own app that's or like system that could be utilized in the app form that's AI based that most people don't have right now, which is AI monitoring ecosystem health. So if you want to get into that, you will have the farmers on your side. So that way, you feel me, it'll save them time and money, and then you'll make money at the same time. You feel me? So biodiversity, monitors species richness and ecosystem balance, moisture levels, optimizes irrigation and water retention, pollinator activity, tracks bees, butterflies, birds, and beneficial um, ecosystem stress, detects threats early and prevent damage. And AI tools we use: drones for observation, sensors for soil and water, wildlife cameras, data models for prediction, and community data hubs and open source platforms. Our principles: life over profit, regeneration over extraction, collective wisdom over control, ancestral knowledge plus modern technology, and stewardship over ownership. All right, so let's get into AI guided regenerative principles. It covers cropping, agroforestry, rotational systems, compost and biochar, water harvesting, and habitat corridors. AI becomes stewardship intelligence. It predicts, not just reacts. It guides, not dominates. It supports ancestral knowledge, empowers community decisions, and protects future generations. So there's a way to use, you feel me, anything. You know, fire could burn you, or you could use it to cook with or warm yourself up in the cold. So AI is neither a weapon or any, it's what you make of it, you feel me? If your intentions going into anything is wrong, then what you create is going to be harmful to the world. If your intentions is positive, then your what you create is going to be beneficial to the world. So that's with anything. So make sure y'all remember, you feel me? Let's get into the next slide. Agriculture as culture. I appreciate you. I'm doing all right. Appreciate that. The farmers app, most definitely. People need to have a farmers app and a different type of app I ain't gonna talk about on here because you feel me? That's a brilliant idea. I can't really share out loud right now. But cultural elements of agriculture, harvest celebrations, honoring abundance through music, dance, and gratitude, seed festivals, preserving heritage, planting the future, food ceremonies, sacred blessing for nourishment and community, intergenerational teaching, wisdom passed down, skills passed on, and legacy preserved. Yeah, preserved. Agriculture is identity. We are what we grow. Wait, this the slide I want, but the agriculture and is identity. We are what we grow. Culture, our traditions live in our food. Community, we grow together. We thrive together, and we honor the truth. We honor Earth. She feeds us all. Wait, is that the right slide I got in there? I think I'm reading the wrong slide. All right, that's the right slide. My bad, y'all. Agriculture as culture. Food reconnects communities. Culture nourishes civilizations. I think I got the right slide now. Harvest celebrations. My bad, y'all. I was reading the wrong slide. Harvest celebrations, gratitude, music, dance, and abundance shared. Seed festivals, honoring seeds as ancestors and future. Food ceremonies, sacred blessings for nourishment and community. Intergenerational teaching, wisdom passed down, skills passed on, and legacy preserved. Agriculture builds identity. Our food tell our story. Our crops reflect our lands. Our ceremonies strengthen our bonds. Our traditions protect our future. What we teach: seed saving, soil healing, water stewardship, plant medicine, food preparation, and ecological balance and community leadership. Why it matters: because food is sovereignty, agriculture is culture, culture is survival, and survival is legacy. You feel me? So harvest celebrations and implemented, it has includes gratitude and action, abundance and unity. Seed festivals, which is seeds our life and seeds our legacy, is going to incorporate food ceremonies into generational teachings. Food becomes identity, agriculture becomes culture, community feast, and cultural expressions where we sing, dance, and tell stories and through rhythm of our land. You feel me? All right, let's get into the next slide. How y'all doing in the chat? Appreciate y'all for being here with me and sticking it out. Think we got one more slide left after this, so this might be the last slide. Yeah, we got one more slide after this, y'all. Yeah, we honor the legacy of the good stewards of the land that came before us, most definitely. So y'all, this is my last slide. We done been here 34 minutes already. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back and some love on y'all in y'all heart. You feel me? You feel me? Because hey, most people can't sit through something. So I appreciate y'all for taking the time out y'all day. Let's continue this presentation. The 7 generations farm. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We steward it for our descendants. So 7 generations, we think long, we act deep, and we build together. Every decision measured against future generations, will they thrive? Ecosystem health. Is the land stronger? Water security. Is our water protected? Soil vitality. Is our soil alive? Biodiversity resilience. Do all beings flourish? Our farm systems, agroforestry, food forest and tree crops, aquaponics, fish and plant partnership, regenerative livestock, animals heal the land, water intelligence, watershed care and recycling, AI ecological monitoring, data for stewardship, not exploitation, and seed sovereignty, preserving heritage seeds. Our commitment, we commit to the land, we commit to a living legacy of abundance, balance, and beauty for the next 7 generations and beyond. 7 generations, one continuous cycle. Plan with wisdom, plant with purpose, nourish the land, nourish the people, regenerate continuously, teach deeply, celebrate abundance, and honor the future. Our guiding principles: regenerate, respect, reciprocate, renew, reconnect, responsible innovation, and right relationship. Now let's get into the last slide. How y'all doing before we get up out of here? How y'all doing in the chat? This the last slide. How y'all doing in the chat? How y'all doing in the chat before we get up out of here? Final civilization vision. Agriculture is no longer an industry. Agriculture becomes the living foundation of civilization itself. Living rivers, healthy soils, abundant food forests, thriving wildlife, healthy families, resilient ecosystem, and generational abundance. Our vision: food is medicine, waste is resource, diversity is infrastructure, community is strength, and earth is family. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we steward it for our descendants. How y'all doing? That's the end of this presentation. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Once again, I appreciate y'all for being here with me, for taking the time out y'all day. And let's get up out of here.